Simplemachine. I'm Bree, the marketing coordinator here, and I'm sitting down with our president, Sean Morrison.
Hey guys, what's going on?
And today we're going to be going over a new topic. We're going to be talking about retargeting and remarketing your brand. So these are talking about advertising your brand, and so retargeting and remarketing are two different terms we use. Retargeting is more of a display ad that kind of follows you around. That's something we can set up based on people who have been to your website. This means if you've ever been to the Weather Channel or random ESPN, other websites, and an ad will pop up, something that you're interested in, you've been to their website. This means that you've been targeted through that website since you've seen it, and this kind of helps people get some brand loyalty and recognition and continuously see your ad. That then leads to them clicking on it, seeing it, making a purchase, all retracking and remembering your brand. It's just timely and a relevant ad that goes to someone who's expressed interest. And so another term we use is remarketing, and so this is an interchangeable term but means something a little bit different. It's just social media or email newsletters that go out to your customers. It reaches them in just re-engaging and creating that loyalty again. So it can be someone who's bought something through your website and they've been added to your email list, and this can send them coupons and fun things like that. So it's just two different ways to re-engage those customers and get new customers interested in your brand even more by just continuously seeing your brand and ads and what you've been interested in before. So we're going to talk a little bit about how this establishes brand recognition, something that I mentioned between the two. So what does this look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So, the average consumer, the average person is, inundated with ads all day, every day, and so this, you need to really impact those people to make a purchase. Obviously, more than once. They need to see your brand more than once as they're scrolling, especially on the internet. There's so many ads out there as you scroll through and check your daily, your bank account, your weather, your daily, check-ins, Facebook, all that stuff. There's ads across all those platforms, and so we can leverage those accounts or leverage those sites and those platforms to re-engage your customers with your brand. And so it takes about half a dozen or more times for a customer to see your ad, see your brand, and before they make a purchase. And so remarketing, retargeting is a great way to get in front of your customers with these either display ads or through a recurring kind of newsletter to let them know about, like she said, coupons or discounts or things that are happening in the store, to just keep your customers coming back and just refreshed on your brand.
Cool. Yeah, so another reason why these ads are really helpful is retargeting sets the stage for cross-selling or upselling within your business. So what does that look like for people who use these?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, so, if you're a business that has, say, even, a service or a product, there's the ability to upsell or cross-sell further services or further products that are relatable to what that person has made a purchase on in the past. And so if you're in a service-based business and you just recently sold a piece of equipment, retargeting or offering, the maintenance plan to your customers as they browse, or, warranties or whatever it might be for them to, upsell, or maybe there's accessories or add-ons with that piece of equipment that they can buy. And so you can, re-engage and retarget with those people that have already engaged with your brand or using your product or service, and, can allow them to come back to you and make another sale. And so, it's really, really cool to see that kind of, insight in our reporting and see those customers that have made a purchase. They know the brand, but because of these ads, they're leading them back to the website or back to that store and making a purchase, where they ultimately might have forgotten about that brand or just, kind of continued on with what they had.
Yeah. So a really big benefit of using these types of ads is the power to choose your audience. So can we talk a little bit about how traditional advertising would do this versus what we have access to now and how we can target our audience?
Definitely, yeah. Traditional display, I would say, display advertising, I would consider that to be a billboard or even a TV ad, radio ad, and so using a billboard as an example, what we're doing here with display ads on the internet is kind of like if you're driving down the road and you see a billboard on the side of the road, what we would do in real life is either have maybe every time that person got into their car again for the next week, that ad would be displayed on their windshield, or that billboard would be in their front yard every day, and they'd see that ad over and over again. And so with billboards, with traditional advertising, you're not allowed to do that. You're not able to do that through the systems that they are. It's just a sign out there. It could be a digital sign even, but it's just sitting out there as people drive by. And so and then talking about traditional display on the internet, just display ads in general, remarketing is a great way to kind of take that even further, because yes, you can target display ads to people who are interested in your product or service based on their purchase history or things like that, but it's not directly with your brand. And so remarketing and retargeting is re-engaging with people who have, like we said, shown interest, and so it's much more relevant, much more engaging, and produces much more sales as far as or in relation to traditional display or even online display ads in general.
Yeah, for sure. So we talked about this a little bit, but let's finish up by just saying, how do these types of ads build customer loyalty, and what does that look like with gaining new customers and whatnot?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're in business, if you're in business, you should be wanting to continue growing your business. Looking at the long run, the long road ahead of your business, and so customer loyalty, getting customers to not just make one purchase, to keep coming back and remain a loyal customer for years is the ultimate goal. Especially here with Simplemachine, we're here to build relationships with our clients for years to come. And so with remarketing and retargeting, it's a great way to build that customer loyalty, by just putting yourself in front of them, putting your brand in front of them, and just showing them, making them feel good and comfortable with your brand over time as they see you, as they go around. And it just makes them feel good that you care about them, you remember them, and you're showing them improvements or upgrades to your products as time goes on. So it's not so much a sale, it's more of a, hey, we're here, we appreciate your past history, and here's what we're doing now. So remarketing is a great way to continue on with customer loyalty, now and for years to come with your customers.
Awesome, yeah. So we hope this gave you a little bit more insight into what retargeting and remarketing is. If you're interested in any of the services we mentioned, or would like to know more about what this might be for your business, please contact us and subscribe below to see more videos just like this and ones in the future.
Thanks so
guys.
much for watching. We appreciate it.